Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. I don't know if you guys realize this. Okay, we got Dak Prescott out of the way. That's great news. That is fantastic. I told you we were going to get this thing done. I told you we were going to get this thing done. Contrary to popular belief, I kind of loved how Skip Bayless is all happy. Oh, now I can enjoy my show and everything else. I'm back on the bandwagon where 4 days ago he was just saying, I hope Jerry Jones trades for Russell Wilson. Yeah, regardless of that, let's just move on from that stuff. Okay, so we got Dak Prescott squared away. We got it so we have money to be able to do things if we want to. Do you realize that we are right now 51 days and 21 hours away from the draft? That's it. A little over a month and a half, we're going to be drafting the future team. It's hard to, I'm just like flabbergasted. And here it is next week. It's free agency. Free agency frenzy starts on Sunday. NFL Network's going to start their free agent frenzy coverage. Teams will be jockeying for players and things. We don't know if the Cowboys are going to be a player or not. But, getting Dak Prescott out of the way is great. But in the end, it doesn't mean anything if we don't put the people around him. Now, the thing that drives me crazy is I'm still trying to understand who these guys are that they talk about that win with nobody around them. Because I keep hearing, well, Dak, you got to put people around Dak because he can't take over and win games without people around him. But I'm trying to understand who wins games with nobody around him. I just don't know who these people are. I know there's Aaron Rodgers out there, but he ain't won a Super Bowl since, the early 2010s. I know there's Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson, he ain't won one since he had beast mode and the number one defense. I know Tom Brady gets all the love out there, but, every time they win a Super Bowl, almost all of them, they've usually had a pretty good defense. And I even look at the Tampa Bay team because it wasn't just Tom Brady that showed up there. They had a whole lot of other mother humpers that showed up as well that seemed like they helped. I mean, I do remember a defense out there that shut down Pat Mahomes. And back to Pat Mahomes, doesn't he have some weapons out there? Is he doing that by himself? In the end, you got to. Tampa Bay got a great quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the history of football. But they got a defense that performed. They had weapons galore. They brought in Gronk. They brought in AB. They had a whole lot of people around Tom Brady. Now, I'm happy with the defense. We hear good things about the recovery for Lyle Collins and for Tyron Smith, that they should be okay. But, like everything, you got to have a backup plan. But at least the guys we had got experience. So if we, need somebody to step in for Tyron Smith or somebody to step in for Lyle Collins for a game or two, that's not so bad as if we lose them for the season. I'm okay with those guys to do that. But we got to fix the defense. We got playmakers galore. Zeke Elliott seems like he's ready to try and bounce back. I know he's hungry. He wants to eat. I know Tony Pollard wants to make a name for himself because, he's getting down the line here where he want to get a contract, done. And we know Dak Prescott is going to be motivated even more after ending the season the way he did. But the thing I wonder right now? I wonder. And I guess as Jerry Jones would say, yeah, I just like to stir shit up. You know what I mean? I like to stir that shit up. That's Jerry Jones. I'm wondering how Tad Prescott is feeling about the Dallas Cowboys right now. That was an emotional picture seeing Dak and him hug. You know, there's a picture of Dak and Tad hugging when Dak was still in Mississippi State, you know, and the caption was how it began and how it's going. I hope to see them embracing holding a Super Bowl trophy up. That would be, you know, the coup de grace. I think that's what it's called, coup de grace. Oh, whatever it is. But we've got an offense that's good. We got enough playmakers that could do things. We just need to be equally as good on the defensive side of the ball. We got a few pieces that are okay. I like my D-Law. I like my Randy Gregory with an offseason. I like my Canadian Bulldozer. I like my Tristan Hill. I like those guys. Now, Gerald McCoy, here's where it's going to be interesting because Gerald McCoy, there was supposedly mutual interest in him coming back with the Cowboys. Maybe that's kind of cooled down because we hear he says, you know, I wouldn't mind going back to Tampa Bay. You know, I've kind of patched things up with everybody in Tampa Bay. They just got that Super Bowl ring. Hey, I wouldn't mind going back there, you know. And I don't know if that's leverage that he's trying to use to, you know, get a better deal with the Cowboys, or if he'd really like to go back to Tampa Bay. You know, he did play there for a lot of years. He might be looking at it and say, well, you know, Tampa Bay just won the Super Bowl. You know, they're going to have a lot of games in prime time. And, you know, if I can play a role player, you know, Shady McCoy, or was it Shady? Shady got that ring with him, didn't he? Didn't even have to play a game, you know, so it could be, she said, yeah, you know, I could do that. But in all seriousness, the real work is beginning now. Between now and next week, the Cowboys need to free up some cash. Or hope that the NFL is going to free up a whole bunch of cash because salary cap will go north, which I still believe is going to happen. You know, I believe that they're counting a whole lot of money. It's got a whole lot of zeros, and they got to figure it out so they can portion it out 32 ways for the teams to spend. And I think there's going to be a little bit more money than people anticipate. But they're going to have to probably restructure Amari Cooper, maybe Zach Martin, D-Law, and then get some money that if they do decide we're going to go out here and we're going to get a couple of studs, which I would be ecstatic for, they can do that. Well, I'm a little bit tired. My knees are a little bit achy. I've been putting in a whole bunch of extra work because I'm working on some of the upgrades for the studio. And I think I'm going to go in here, take me a shower. I'm going to carry my behind to bed because I've got a big reveal I want to do in the next couple of days for you guys. And I got a lot of work to get it there. So that being said, I want to thank you, Lord, for letting me have another day. And I hope and pray that I'll have another one tomorrow. And God willing, I'll see you first thing in the morning. Have a great night and be safe out there.